Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in on our pre-match build-up show. We're going to be live from a variety of platforms, so make sure you do get your comments in the comment section below. Hopefully streaming to Twitch if there's any Liverpool fans on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and possibly Twitter if they've done it right. But yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you very much. If you're new around here, Jack Mac LFC, fan-owned YouTube channel, wanted to connect to a variety of Reds all around the world anyway. But we're just going to be discussing Liverpool's encounter in the third round tie against Aston Villa. We all know what happened against Villa a couple of weeks ago, but hopefully it's not a repeat of that. But I'm joined by two very special guests tonight from two other fellow Liverpool fans channels on YouTube anyway. But I just introduced them now. And thank you. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Connor from the Cop Council and Doug from the Dugout Football Channel. Thank you very much, lads, for taking the time out tonight.
No problem.
Absolute pleasure.
But yeah, so check their channels out on YouTube. Boys, have you got any socials on Facebook and all that? Start Connor, any socials, mate?
Just the Cop Council on everything. Just search.
Yeah, same with Doug then as well, Liza. Is it very similar on everything?
Pretty much. And like Twitter's Enrod_992 and Instagram's Douglas.Horn and Facebook's Douglas James Horn. That's about it.
Absolutely spot on. And everyone, hope you're having a lovely night anyway. Obviously, the circumstances around the world anyway. Every single Reds and there's any fellow Aston Villa fans tuning in, keep safe and well, every single one is. And shout out to all the key workers and NHS staff around the world as well, obviously medical, the real heroes anyway. But it's great that football is live and well, really, and fingers crossed it does continue to go ahead anyway, safe precautions and that. But it's a very big game, isn't it, lads? Well, we'll start with you, Connor. It's another case of, do Liverpool go with youth or do Liverpool go strong and really react off the recent results in which we've had in the Premier League? Connor, I'll ask Doug in a little second, but would you go strong, mate? Or obviously we'll talk about team selection a bit later, but your thoughts on how Liverpool should go?
I do not go strong at all. We all know Jurgen. We all know Jurgen doesn't care about the cups. Just allow Villa to get a pointless 1-0 win and go through or whatever. No, I'm kidding, of course, but look, at the end of the day, we do not need any more injuries. I think that's the be-all and end-all. If we can get out this game without any injuries, that's fantastic in that aspect of things. And in my opinion, I would play the kids and put all of the senior players on the bench. If he wants to, put out, Mo, Sadio, and the rest, then fair enough, do it. But unless not, then for me, he needs to give the likes of Takumi Minamino a run out. He needs to give the likes of Xherdan Shaqiri a run out, and others as well. Ox, get him. Yeah, there's loads of first team players, but not playing. So just give them a run out. So I think, to be awfully honest, give them a run out, and hopefully, no injuries anyway.
Yeah, absolutely spot on, mate. And I think obviously as Takumi Minamino, we know he's very. We smashed Aston Villa, not Aston Villa, Crystal Palace anyway. I felt he was very hard done by. Obviously, you can't drop Mo Salah anyway. We all know how good he is. But Minamino, I think this would be a great opportunity for him to really just get out there and really cement his place, hopefully back into the starting 11. But if he has games to the similar level in which he did have against Crystal Palace, I tell you, could be knocking on the door of Jurgen Klopp's anyway. But Doug, little seconds, we'll get to your thoughts, mate. But thank you very much, everyone. Make sure you do hit that like and subscribe button. If you're on YouTube or any other platforms, a share would be greatly appreciated. And the lads' links to all their channels, obviously just search them on the socials, as we said. Head over there. And thank you, every single one that is tuning in tonight. But we'll get to all your comments as well. Fernando, our team, we need to wake ourselves up. We'll be back to default settings. Yeah, for now, it's very interesting how Liverpool do react. It's very pivotal, really, going forward in this season. There's a lot of people out there that would take the FA Cup seriously, and it's very sad that the devaluation of the FA Cup, obviously, Dad's generation, obviously the generation before us, obviously respected the FA Cup, and it was such a big pivotal cup around the world. Anyway, I know a lot of foreign managers have come into the Premier League and really taken the FA Cup very serious. Obviously, how respected it is around world football. Anyway, Doug, but let's get to. I heard Villa are going down, and no, they're probably going to be higher than Leicester. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Hopefully, get you on the channel very soon when we do play the mighty Leicester. Anyway, good evening, Reds. Seamus, how are we doing, matey? Hope you well. The three amigos, Dave, get on that live stream. Anyway, I've dropped the link anyway. I'm not too sure if you're too busy, but thank you for tuning in, Dave. It will be a mix of youth experience for the cup game. Absolutely spot on. The big one is Sunday. Keep Reds. But yeah, absolutely spot on. Greetings, Jack. Greetings, Doug. And greetings, Connor. Hope you're doing well. John, thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Absolutely spot on, you legends. But yeah, Doug, it's how Liverpool do react. Connor's spoken about there very intensively, really. Liverpool, Dave's mentioned in the comment section below, and make sure you do get your comments in, everyone. Your thoughts on obviously team selection and everything. If you feel Liverpool will go strong, but Doug, how would you, if you were in Jurgen Klopp's shoes, go about it?
Well, it's got to be a lot better than the Southampton game. Anyway, that was an absolute shit show. Honestly, it was just awful. Honestly, I don't know how he's going to go. I think it's going to be a mix of youth and experience. I mean, if you had obviously seen my live stream earlier, you'll obviously have known the team I put out. But I'm going to say this now: Adrian will not be anywhere near the Liverpool starting 11, and he will not play. So yep. I think Kelleher will play.
Yeah. We'll get straight into the team selection then, boys. Obviously, if we're all in agreement, everyone, and make sure you do get your comments in the comment section below. I think we're in full agreement. Kelleher going goalkeeper against Villa. Yeah.
There's no way I want Adrian inside that net anymore. For Liverpool Football Club, do not want him anywhere near the team, boys.
Yeah, no, it'd be interesting if he does feature anyway, Adrian, but I'm not too sure. I think he will be selected. I think, obviously, with Kelleher being a big presence, especially in Champions League side anyway, it was a very big indication of what the feelings around Liverpool are with Jurgen Klopp. Anyway, selecting him, I think if you're Adrian, you'd be very disappointed that you didn't start those Champions League games. But yeah, right back, for me, would you start Trent, everyone? Let me know your thoughts. Obviously, off the back of the performance that Trent did have, not just Trent, but the whole Liverpool squad at the weekend anyway. But I'm 50-50. I want him to play, and obviously I want to see Nico Williams play. But would you go with Trent, boys, and everyone at home? Would you put him back in just to really get his... He will be wanting to get back on the pitch come if it was against Aston Villa, obviously Manchester United, but just give him that couple of minutes really to get back out there and really get his act together from his personal point of view. Connor, sorry, you learn.
Personally, no. I'd want him a bit hungry to play against Man United and try and right that wrong from the last game. Maybe if you play him in this game, it's going to be a bit like he probably will do well, but I want that performance for Manchester United. I don't want it for Aston Villa. And I think anyway, Nico, he deserves game time, because whenever he has come in this season so far, he's been brilliant. So for me, I think Nico, in my opinion, deserves to start, and I think he will start against Villa.
Yeah, Doug, I think we probably all agree that Nico, would you say that?
Yeah, keep Trent fresh for Manchester United. I wouldn't risk Trent in the game against Villa. So yeah, I'm in total agreement. Nico Williams definitely the right back. Yeah,
just pray nobody gets injured. Obviously, Jack 11 FIFA, nice one, fella. Is Naby El Kebo? I think so, he's really struggling with injuries. It's whether you don't know if he's got out of bed injured or he's just not playing. But it's a frustrating one, Naby, and I think we will just go into the midfield in a little second. Jack, nice one for your comments. Aston boys, thank you very much for tuning in, mate. The Aston boys, as we were travelling near and far, we were here singing, standing from our Villa Park. What nice one. Yeah, we've got the opposition fan preview. Got Chris from Doug. He was on your channel today, wasn't he, mate? He was made up Doug, the contact in between, connecting. That's why I love social media and obviously YouTube and the magic world of it. But yeah, I can't wait to get Chris on from an opposition fan preview. That will be out tomorrow at 2 p.m. We'll be going live for about 10 to 15 minutes anyway, getting his obviously opposition fan preview, his team selection from the Villa camp anyway. But the Aston boys, thank you very much for your comment, mate. We are focusing, if we focus on the FA Cup, there will be a risk of a fixture congestion. Not to forget, UEFA Champions League, EPL, Liverpool's worst fear is injuries, as the lads have already alluded to there. John spot on. Remember, Jota got injured in a dead rubber in the group stage in the Champions League. Very, very interesting anyway. Some Carl, hi all, hi Dave as well. We should not take the risk. Better allow Shaqiri to play and warm him up for Sunday anyway. But yeah, just read that one. Greetings, Reds. Is that Finai? Thank you very much, mate. Finai's gone with his team selection. Kelleher, Nico, Reese, Nat Phillips, Milner, Naby, Kane, Jones, Minamino, Origi, and Shaqiri. I think you've just took the words out of all three of our mouths there, mate. I think obviously we discussed the centre-back pairing. Seamus, maybe a possibility of Reece Williams and Nat Phillips centre-back partnership for the Villa game. And hi, lads. Hope you're well. Spot on there, Chris. But yeah, centre-back pairing, as Finai's just said, then in terms of Doug, and would you go with the two centre-back pairings of those two?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I would definitely put Reece Williams and Nat Phillips. There is talk of maybe Billy Kimetio, but for me, I think Reece Williams and Nat Phillips will be the two centre backs. So yeah, I think he's got that one spot on.
Yeah, it's in terms of Tsimikas, everyone obviously he has been injured anyway or COVID related anyway over the last couple of weeks anyway. But it's Connor or Doug, did you see anything this morning? It was to say indicate he could possibly play.
No, I think he's out until end of February, isn't he? Or am I wrong in saying that?
I heard differently. I heard he might be back, but I wouldn't risk him. I wouldn't risk him because he's not played much, and I think Milner will probably be left back against Villa. In all honesty.
Yeah, it makes sense playing Jimmy left mid anyway, so versatile anyway. And obviously, considering he was out a couple of weeks ago with his hamstring injury, but I think he offers so much experience, and I think obviously we've got a lot of Finai just said. Then I think we fully agree with the team selection. So a lot of young players out there, and we need the likes of James Milner out there to really marshal the young lads. And really, we're talking about Reece Williams. And Nat Phillips at the back, but both of them played in some big fixtures this season, haven't they? Yeah. Obviously, Reece, he's played in the Champions League. Nat's played against the big boys in the Premier League as well. So one's been a Champions League debut, and obviously one's been a Premier League stalwart. But very similar midfield, lads. Connor, who would be your favourite from midfield three for the game against Villa?
Probably the one on screen. If Naby was fit, everyone knows that Naby's my guy. I love Naby lad, but it doesn't look like he's going to be fit as far as we know anyway. But if Naby isn't there, then I think Ox deserves to get some game time and get some freshness in his legs, hopefully, and try and build from what was a shocking performance against Southampton. But I think it wasn't just him, was it? It was the whole Liverpool team. So yeah, I would love for Ox to start in midfield and to bag a goal as well. I think that would be a perfect game for Ox. But I think that would be probably the best middle three we could line up without playing senior players then, really, or like players that were that were playing against Southampton on Monday.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. I'd love to see Chamber play in the midfield as well. Obviously, got Chris's starting to line up. Everyone, make sure you get your starting lines ups out. I'll read them out on the show as we go throughout tonight. Chris has went with a Kelleher, Williams, right back. Obviously, Reece Williams, got so many Williamses. Phillips, centre back, obviously Milner, and then Jones, Clarkson, Chamber midfield, and then Shaqiri, Origi, and Minamino. Doug, would you like to see Ox get a run out? Obviously, he played in the Premier League last week, and he just needs minutes, doesn't he, underneath his belt to really get up to full peak fitness, really, and obviously establish himself at the more of the heart of this Liverpool midfield.
Yeah, absolutely. Chamberlain just needs minutes, for sure. I'd like to see Clarkson. I think he played really well against FC Midtjylland. I'd love to see Leighton Clarkson. And Curtis Jones will definitely be playing this game as well. Bit unlucky to be, dropped, but I hate football Twitter now.
I just don't look at Twitter anyway.
Honestly,
as much as I love, there's some great stuff on Twitter, but you just get lost, and especially after Liverpool lose a game.
Honestly, the amount of tweets I've seen about Curtis Jones this week, people slating him for like 2 poor performances. It's just ridiculous.
We've got too greedy. I think some people have got too greedy anyway. Obviously, Liverpool. It's very rare that Liverpool have lost a game of football and a draw. And me, after my post match, I don't like swearing and don't want a really knee-jerk reaction because that's what people want on social media. You want that instant reaction and just fuming. But at the end of the day, Liverpool have been so perfect over the last 2 to 3 years, and we just really need to sometimes just a reality check. It's good, and don't get me wrong, always every single red round the world, fuming, even if Liverpool draw a game. But that's how perfect Liverpool have been over the 2 to 3 years anyway. But yeah, spot on there, Doug. It's absolutely a scary place anyway. But I'm excited, lads. Are you? Everyone at home? To see Shaqiri. I hope he does play, and I think he will have a very big. Obviously, we've seen Harvey Elliott go on loan to Blackburn Rovers in the Championship. He's playing fantastic, but this is a game that Harvey Elliott would have played last season. Obviously, he did play against Aston Villa in the cup competitions last season anyway, but it was the year before. And anyway, get confused. We played that many cup competitions. But Shaqiri, Doug, this would be a big night for him. Obviously, he will be one of the possible senior figures. He will be the experienced head up front anyway. And are you interested to see him combine with the likes of Minamino and a big night yet again, as always is the case for Divock Origi?
Oh yes, absolutely massive for Origi. I think it could be maybe one of his last games as a Liverpool shirt. Minamino. I think the thing is Minamino. I don't know what he's done wrong. Comes in against Palace, plays really, really well, and then we haven't seen him. Ever since. But yeah, it's a big night for Minamino, big night for Origi, and yeah, as you say, Shaqiri will definitely be the more experienced head in that lineup for sure. So hopefully he starts, and I think he could be the key to unlock the Villa trapdoor. Hopefully, but we'll see.
Yeah, interesting. Minamino, as Doug's just alluded to there, Connor, I can't wait to see this lad play because the more we see of him, obviously we've got the magic three up front anyway. It's very difficult. I think any world-class forward or anyone really coming in with experience would very much struggle really to nudge Liverpool's forward three. But Minamino, he's done the right things anyway. As for someone's going on the set then. But yeah, the state of someone in the background. But yeah, it's going to be very difficult for Minamino to really get into this forward three anyway. But are you excited to see Minamino play more minutes, Connor? I should certainly am.
Yeah, I've been a huge fan of Taki since he's come into the club. Let's not forget about it. What was it like this time last year? He was playing against Everton in the cup, and like how excited we all was just to see him as well. But the interesting thing as well is, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, why isn't Jurgen playing him? He's played against Palace and had this experience and had probably the game of his life for Liverpool in that 7-0 win. But I think there's key factors in where I think all of us can ask the question, where is Takumi Minamino's best position? And I think against Palace, we found out what his best position was, and that was left wing. Now, we have Origi can play left wing. We got Mane obviously can play left wing. So there's two people already there. Yes, Minamino can play false nine. I think he can do a decent job at false nine. But then if you have Origi fit and you have Jota fit, you got that complication as well. And I know Jurgen's trying to be playing him in an 8 role as well. That's been, trying to get him fitted in and that. But it's interesting. And it is interesting to see how things will change with it and that. And I think I can't personally wait to see him play, because I think he's going to be so exciting to watch. And I think if he's on form, I can easily see him getting something like a hat-trick in this game. I don't know whether or not if that's just me, but I think if he's played on that left-hand side and we isolate that left-hand side and just work over this Villa side, then I do personally think we can definitely get 3 points and get him a hat-trick anyway.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there. Me and Doug are sitting looking at your camera anyway. Just back out, mate. I think you froze. We did hear everyone. Technology. No. But yeah, make sure you do hit that subscribe button and the like button as well, Reds. Always upside down. All right, ceiling, man. But yeah, this is how we go. This is how we roll. We're a live stream anyway. But yeah, everyone there, make sure you let me know, everyone in the comment section below, you heard what Connor said. Absolute legend anyway. I think we all did anyway. But Doug, yeah, it's going to be interesting. There we go. Here's a beautiful face back again, man. But thank you.
Technology is horrible, I swear.
Yeah, no,
I think it happens when you go live.
It's absolutely magic anyway. But yeah, you're spot on there with Minamino, mate. I can't wait, and I've got a good feeling. I think the combination of those three up front will be very interesting. And coming up against, obviously, Aston Villa. We'll get the Aston Villa team that played against Manchester United up in a little second. But we'll get to a lot more of your comments. Is there any news on transfers, especially at centre-back? Also, Jota news. Vinay will have a couple of videos coming out this coming week anyway, mate. So stay tuned on my YouTube channel for that. But yeah, stay tuned, mate. Why not give only Leighton to play in the Champions League for a Merseyside club? Leighton Clarkson, spot on there. In the summer, Naby Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain need to be sold, injury prone. They're just robbing a living, getting paid, but not playing. I hold a lot of hope for both of them, mate. Thank you very much for your comment there, as always. I'm fingers crossed. They have still got a bright future at the Liverpool Football Club, considering the amount of injuries. I know Naby is, you don't know if he's going to be fully fit week after week anyway, but I think Naby, we've seen glimpses this season, obviously when he has played in the Champions League and all that, but fingers crossed, I want both of them to flourish, because when Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, prior to him getting injured all those seasons ago in the Champions League, that little period when he scored that absolutely banger against Manchester City in the knockouts, I think, considering obviously we got Fabinho, ideally, but we don't want Fabinho to be playing centre-back. His best position is at the heart of that Liverpool midfield anyway, the anchor, and then obviously you got Thiago to come in. Then obviously with Hendo, he has been injured over the last couple of seasons, so you need a lot of fluidity and obviously interchanging the midfield. But nice one for your comment, La, as always. My midfield three would be Leighton Clarkson, CDM, Jack Kane, and Naby Keita. John, nice one for your comment, mate. I think there's a chance we sign Alaba, but at the end of the season, we should not give up. Although Madrid is phased, Alaba will be a free transfer. Then, obviously, he will be in discussions with a whole host. Carl, spot on. He'll be a fantastic addition. If Liverpool do sign him, I'd tell you that would be a fantastic addition, because he's similar. I think he's the Austrian James Milner. He can just play anywhere, can't he? Along the back line, midfield, and possibly up front as well. But yeah, it'd be a very big. I'd love to see Alaba play for Liverpool, mate. And obviously, discussions are going on at the minute, because he is going to be a free agent in the summer. So, never know. Agent Thiago, Agent Jurgen doing the work, and obviously the main key man, Michael Edwards, in the background. I wouldn't be surprised someone like Ginny or even Hendo start for that bit of experience. Shay, spot on there. Whatever that one was, mate. I can't be pull off a Nat Phillips like he did last season in the FA Cup. Bring Harvey Elliott back on loan from the FA Cup fixture on loan, and him back from Blackburn. I would leave him, Finay. I hopefully keep him out there. He's doing a fantastic job at Blackburn, mate. If you haven't seen him, go and watch a couple of his highlights. He's been absolutely superb. 1 second. Isn't Minamino being trained into a midfield player like this season? He's been playing there rather than anywhere near the front three. And that's been interesting, John. He's spot on there, mate, in that question. Connor, he has featured some bits in midfield. Obviously, that's the ideal. That's a most ideal Jurgen Klopp player. We sign these players, but they're fully capable of playing a variety of positions. Obviously, you mentioned Minamino has played a whole host. He's played left wing, striker, centre forward, that Bobby Rowe, and right wing as well. Obviously, at Salzburg anyway, in the Champions League when he played against us, he was playing across the whole front line of that midfield anyway. But would you possibly see Jurgen Klopp possibly utilising him in that attacking midfield role? Obviously, not against Aston Villa, but in the future going forward, as John said.
Yeah, I think the only time we'll probably ever see that, though, is if we go to a 4-2-3-1 and start playing that 10 role. If we were going to stick to the 4-3-3, as we saw against Brighton this season, and Minamino in one of the 8s, it did not work at all. He looked far too weak playing in one of the 8 roles. And I think, for me personally, that is not what Minamino reminds me very much a lot of Phil Coutinho, in the sense that I think he can play on the left and he can play as a number 10, but then even as, a false 9 in the Bobby position, he can do. But then anywhere else, I think it's just a bit too much of an ask. Maybe Jurgen does see him as an 8, potentially moving forward. But for me, I think unless we go 4-2-3-1, then I do think it will just be, that for us anyway.
Yeah, spot on there, mate. I think his strength will come into play in the coming years. I think the more he plays in the Premier League, the more he plays in the FA Cup games and the big games, will spot on there. Say Klopp, my midfield 3 would be against Aston Villa, Shaqiri, Hendo and Minamino. I think Shaqiri and Minamino are better in midfield as they become more isolated during large spells when out on the wing. Absolutely spot on there, comment, mate. It is very interesting. Obviously, we've seen Salah get isolated a lot this season, even though he's got 13 goals in the Premier League. He's doing so very well. But, Doug, as the lads have already mentioned in the comment section below tonight, and as Connor's at the nail on the head as well, would you be interested to see Shaqiri? Obviously, it would include Liverpool changing back to a 4-2-3-1 or possibly a 4-3-3 formation with playing Shaqiri. Shaqiri's very capable of playing that, and as Connor said, then with Minamino, he's very capable of playing that midfield role. Would you be up for, as Klopp just said, then putting those two midfield?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to probably. I think we might play a 4-2-3-1 actually. I actually think we might play a 4-2-3-1 against Villa. Have the sort of the attacking 3, behind you. With Minamino, Shaqiri, and like maybe Ox as well. So yeah. And I think Origi will probably obviously be the striker, unless he does Origi on the wing and Minamino as the false 9. He could do that, but. Yeah, I think we might see Minamino just behind the striker. I don't want him on the wings, in all honesty. I think he's kind of wasted out there. But I do believe that it'll be a 4-2-3-1 against Villa.
Yeah. Jay's just said there, Klopp is defo playing a weakened team. Jay, obviously joined. Thank you very much, as always, every single one of you for jumping on the live stream. Get your starting 11 in, Jay. Obviously, I know a couple of lads and ladies have already done that anyway, so make sure you get your starting 11 in, mate. Who you would play, and everyone at home, who would you pick against Aston Villa anyway? I can see a loss to Villa and then a win against Manchester United. I'd take that. I think we'd all take that. Not that we want to see Liverpool lose games, but if it meant winning the big game against Manchester United. I would like to win this game, go into that United game with a back off of a win. Yeah, Chris, spot on. I fully or 1,000% agree with you there, mate. But yeah, Sir Klopp, just focus on the Champions League and Prem. But yeah, really, I will quickly switch over if we can, if McKindo can do that right. Here we go. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Hang on. There we go. As you can see there, Reds, obviously, this is the starting 11, which Aston Villa did play against Manchester United anyway. If they do go this strong, I tell you, I'll be very worried if this is the starting lineup. Obviously, Traore, the ex, was from Lyon. Anyway, Jack Grealish, he's a very big player this season. Been very impressed by Jack anyway. El Ghazi, if he is going to be playing, El Ghazi, he's got a lot of goals over the last couple of weeks anyway for the Aston Villa. Goals from midfield. John McGinn, obviously, Luis from obviously Manchester City. Is he on loan, lads? Or is that a permanent transfer?
That's a permanent transfer.
Yeah, I think those McGinn and Luis have been probably one of the partnerships in the Premier League this season. Been very impressed with those two, and obviously you got is it Matty Taggart left back, Mings, and obviously Canossa and Cash. Matty Cash obviously was applying his trade in the Championship last season, and probably one of the signings of the summer in Martinez from Arsenal. I tell you, Arsenal let go their best goalkeeper and probably one of their best players at the football club anyway. But yeah, I have to love you and leave you, Reds. But thank you very much. Been an absolute pleasure. Let's get to a couple more of your comments as well. But let me know if it went smoothly. Everyone, I'm hoping it went live on Twitter and Facebook and every other platform. If it has, let us know, Reds. But yeah, thank you very much. Played the under 18s, Jay. As long as it meant none of the main lads getting injured. Do you think there will be a chance Virgil van Dijk will be fit at the last stages of the Champions League EPL because of Fabinho, Hendo and Ginny are our best midfielders? Carl, all of us want that, but we don't know. We're not in part of the medical staff anyway, Carl. I'd love him, but you can only judge so much off a YouTube video or Instagram montage video. If you whack on a decent tune, I think everyone would think Virgil van Dijk was coming back tomorrow. Because he's an absolute animal. He's an athlete, really, isn't he? So like the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, you look ahead of schedule, but you can't tell in the montage. Fingers crossed, Carl. I'd love for him to be to come back into the Premier League and really establish himself. Bertrand Traore is the ex-Lyon and Chelsea player. Yeah, Madison, thank you very much. Absolute legends. Virgil van Dijk is out for me. Kept him rested for next season. Obviously, Jay, we don't really get him injured anyway. But thank you very much, Reds, and everyone watching at home. Have a lovely rest of your night. As I said, I'll be live tomorrow at 2 p.m. for an opposition fan preview with Chris. Doug, the absolute legendary contact. Doug and Connor, the Minai Riolas, they've got all the contacts on social media. All the guests. Dave is like the top tier agent. He knows everyone. He knows the big boys anyway. But yeah, lads, Connor, what's your socials so everyone can check out and subscribe?
So as you can see, the Cop Council on YouTube, Twitter and Instagram, and yeah, thanks for having us on again.
Been an absolute pleasure, mate. I'm made up to get you on. And Doug, your socials are?
Well, the Dugout Football Channel, as you can quite clearly see. I'm on Twitter at Enrod_1992. I'm on Instagram at Douglas.Horn, and I'm on Facebook at Douglas James Horn. I am 8 subs away from 900. So if I can get there tonight, it'd be absolutely fantastic.
Fingers crossed, La. But yeah, absolute pleasure as always, Reds. Everyone around the world, keep safe and well. And I can't wait for this Villa game. Obviously, I'll speak with Chris tomorrow. His insight. It'd be very interesting to see how Aston Villa, if they obviously they're playing so well in the Premier League, aren't they? If they do rest a couple of key players, I think that would help Liverpool. Obviously, seeing a lot of young players for Liverpool play tomorrow. Against Aston Villa anyway. But yeah, lads, love yous and leave yous. Thank you very much, everyone. And if you're watching this once it's been uploaded, I think it should, if I've done it properly, should get uploaded to Facebook Twitter, and it should be there, so you can just start from the beginning and then play it through anyway, and get involved in the comment section below. Likes and shares are very much appreciated, Reds, absolute legends, and I will see you tomorrow for another live stream. See you later, Reds. You'll never walk alone. Nice one, boys, as well. Absolute legends. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.